Imagine waking up tomorrow with billions of dollars in your bank, only to realize everyone you love has completely vanished. This is the exact, terrifying reality of a young, highly ambitious merchant named Leo, who committed the ultimate modern crime. He did not kill anyone, nor did he steal gold, but he greedily traded away his entire, precious present moments, trapped in a dangerous, endless race for success. He blatantly ignored his warm family, chasing a grandiloquent tomorrow instead. Every single hour of his waking day was aggressively sacrificed, all to build an unstoppable, massive empire of personal wealth. He constantly told himself that true happiness could only be achieved after his ultimate, distant financial goals were fully met. He did not care about the beautiful morning sun, nor did he ever appreciate the cool, refreshing evening breeze outside. Whenever a close friend asked him to stop and rest, Leo would simply laugh coldly, claiming he had no time. The ticking clock was his absolute master, driving him forward into a deep state of constant anxiety and exhausting work. One dark, stormy evening, while working alone in his silent office, a mysterious old traveler quietly knocked on his door. The strange traveler wore a long, faded velvet cloak, and he carried a beautifully carved wooden box of ancient design. His eyes shone with a deep, unsettling wisdom as he slowly stepped into the warm light of Leo's private room. "I have heard of your desperate hunger for ultimate success," the old man whispered, his voice like dry leaves falling. Leo looked up, annoyed by the sudden interruption, and demanded to know what the strange traveler wanted to sell today. "I do not sell cheap trinkets or ordinary gold," the old traveler said, placing the wooden box down very softly. "Inside this magical chest, I hold the single most valuable commodity in the entire universe, which is called perfect tomorrow." Leo stared at the old man in absolute disbelief, thinking this must be a clever, highly unusual mental prank tonight. "If you open this magical box, you can purchase guaranteed success for your future, bypassing all ordinary human struggles completely. However, the price for buying your glorious tomorrow is very specific, requiring you to pay completely with your present days." Leo's ambitious heart skipped a beat as the dangerous illusion of absolute control over his destiny blinded his critical judgment. He did not want to waste years waiting for success, so he greedily accepted the strange old merchant's terms completely. "Give me 5 years of guaranteed wealth and immense power," Leo demanded, signing his full name in a black ledger. The old traveler smiled sadly, handed Leo a small, glowing golden key, and then vanished into the cold night air. Without wasting a single moment, Leo turned the golden key, eagerly opening the beautifully carved ancient wooden box wide open. Suddenly, a massive blinding flash of bright golden light filled the room, making him close his eyes in absolute panic. When he finally opened his eyes, he noticed that the entire structure of his dusty office had completely changed around. The simple wooden desk was now a magnificent marble table, and his old notebooks were replaced by modern computers here. He looked out the large glass window and saw his name shining brightly on a massive, towering corporate skyscraper outside. He checked the digital calendar on his phone and gasped, realizing that exactly 5 long years had instantly passed away. He had successfully bought his brilliant future, instantly becoming the most powerful merchant in the entire bustling city now. Bank accounts were overflowing with infinite wealth, and thousands of loyal employees waited eagerly to hear his executive commands daily. Leo laughed out loud with intense pride, believing he had outsmarted time itself by skipping the slow, painful years entirely. He walked out of his grand office, eager to share this incredible, miraculous victory with his close childhood friends today. But when he arrived at their usual meeting place, he found only complete strangers who did not know his face. He discovered that his old friends had moved away long ago, feeling completely abandoned by his long, silent absence away. Terrified, Leo rushed to his childhood home, hoping to find the comforting, warm embrace of his beloved elderly parents again. When he opened the heavy door, the house was completely silent, filled only with thick layers of gray dust everywhere. A neighbor slowly walked by and informed him that his parents had passed away peacefully during those forgotten years past. They had spent their final days deeply wishing to see their son. But Leo was too busy buying tomorrow always. A cold, heavy wave of absolute horror washed over Leo as the terrible reality of his deal became completely clear. He had achieved his ultimate financial dreams, but he had completely destroyed the precious present that gave life true meaning. He had no beautiful memories of the past 5 years, only a sudden jump into a cold, lonely future life. He sat alone in his massive, empty mansion, surrounded by expensive gold ornaments that felt completely frozen and dead inside. The modern world praised his grand success, but inside his hollow chest, his heart wept with deep, endless regret tonight. But his absolute obsession with the future had burned every single bridge, leaving him entirely isolated in his immense success. 4 days, he wandered through his massive empire like a ghost, finding absolutely no happiness in his great achievements now. He realized that a future built on the destruction of the present is nothing but a beautiful, gilded prison cell. One evening, filled with absolute despair, Leo remembered the mysterious old traveler who had sold him the golden key originally. He ran back to his old office building, searching every dark corner for the strange man who carried the box. To his utter amazement, the old traveler was sitting peacefully on a stone bench under a large oak tree nearby. "Please, take back all of my massive wealth and grand power," Leo cried out, falling to his knees heavily now. "I want my simple life back. I want to see my parents, and I want to live today properly again." The old traveler looked at him with profound sorrow, gently shaking his wise head at Leo's desperate plea for mercy. "Time is an absolute river that flows only forward, and a day once traded can never be returned. Young man, you chose to value the illusion of tomorrow over the reality of today, and now you must pay completely here." Leo wept bitterly, his tears soaking into the dry dirt, realizing the ultimate foolishness of his life's great ambition today. He had spent his whole existence running toward a finish line, only to find that the entire race was empty. The old traveler stood up slowly, adjusting his long cloak, and looked down at the broken, weeping young billionaire today. "However, your painful realization today holds a very valuable lesson for the remaining years of your ordinary human life ahead. You still have the remaining moments of this very night, which you can choose to live with absolute awareness. Now stop looking at the horizon of tomorrow. Open your eyes wide and embrace the fragile beauty of the present moment." With those final words, the mysterious old merchant walked away into the dark shadows, leaving the box behind him completely. He walked away from his towering skyscrapers, leaving his expensive car and modern technology behind in the silent streets now. He decided to walk through the peaceful park, listening intently to the soft rustling of the green autumn leaves around. He stopped at a small street kitchen, ordering a simple bowl of warm soup from an old, smiling cook there. Eate, slowly savoring every single flavor, feeling a strange sense of deep peace that wealth had never provided before. He began to talk to the ordinary people around him, listening to their simple stories with genuine, heartfelt interest tonight. He could not change his past mistakes, but he could choose to stop destroying his precious present moments right now. He dedicated his massive fortune to helping the poor, building schools and hospitals, rather than accumulating more personal wealth today. He became a silent catalyst for change, teaching young ambitious minds to never sacrifice today for an uncertain tomorrow ahead. His own life became simple, filled with meaningful connections, quiet reflection, and a deep appreciation for ordinary everyday moments now. The heavy anxiety that had trapped his mind for decades finally vanished, replaced by a calm, steady inner strength. He understood that the greatest power on earth is not wealth, but the ability to fully inhabit the present moment. Now, think about your own life, your endless daily struggles, and your deep obsession with your own distant future today. Are you truly living today? Or are you also buying tomorrow while completely destroying the beauty of your present life?